Have you tripped a breaker in your house and you don't know what to do next? In this video, we're going to show you what you should be doing. Follow us along.
Roaring great service since 1972 with Sunglow.
Hey everyone, David, Sunglow, heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical, where we have been providing roaring great service since 1972. And I am joined by one of our family members, the third generation of Sunglow, Gabe. So we are here on site at a customer's house. Customer may or may not be the owners of a said company. However, Gabe, we're here and we see a problem immediately when we're looking at this electrical panel. And what is the problem?
Yeah, so you might be able to see back there, but probably not. We have a panel buried behind all this stuff. We want to avoid that. We want these panels to be easily accessible, to be worked on. We don't want anything blocking them. So we want to try to avoid having anything in front of them.
Especially by code, you are supposed to have 30 inches of clearance in front of an electrical panel. Now, our family loves to do fly fishing, so we've got some stuff hanging in the way, and we're gonna rectify that as soon as this video is over. But right now, what we wanna do is show you what you need to do if you're having problems with your electrical panel, either with the main power shutoff, where that's located in case there's something super dangerous in your house, as well as what happens when you've tripped a breaker, which can happen when we overload a circuit. So let's go ahead and zoom in and take a closer look at it. All right, so we've got a zoomed in look at an electrical panel, and what we want to do first is identify where the main circuit breaker is for the house. So Gabe, will you please show us where a main circuit breaker is? Show our audience how we turn that off in case of an emergency and what the next step is following that.
Yeah, so the way we identify a main breaker, typically it's going to be the largest breaker in the panel located in either the bottom or the top, depending on the panel manufacturer. In case of an emergency, it's just like a light switch. We're not going to show you for this video's sake, but all we're going to do is take this and switch it to the off position. Now that kills the power to your whole house. From there, you're going to give us a call so we can come out, take a look at what's causing these issues, and get them fixed.
All right, excellent. Another way that we can identify a main breaker is, for instance, this home is a 200 amp service, and we can see that the amperage itself is 200 amps, so that's a good inclination that we've got a main breaker there. A lot of panels can have 100 amp breakers too, so if you see a 100 amp breaker, more than likely, if it's not labeled, it'll be your main breaker, correct?
Yep.
Excellent. So we identify there's a problem, we go kill the power to our house, and immediately give Sunglow a call. All right, so here again, we have a zoomed in view of our electrical panel. And on this, what we really want to do is understand and identify, number one, what branch circuits are, what a branch circuit that is in the off position looks like, what a branch circuit in the on position looks like, and then most importantly for this video, what a branch circuit that is tripped looks like, and then what do we do to reset that breaker?
Yeah, so first of all, we'll start off with this one at the very bottom. As you can see, this is in the off position. All we're gonna do to turn that on is pull it that way. Most panels, the on position is gonna be towards the middle.
Correct.
So now we're in the on position. To identify a tripped breaker, sometimes it can be hard to tell, but if we look right here, this one is in the middle. It's neither off or on. So all we're gonna do to reset this is pull it to the off position and then back to the on position. And now that breaker is back on.
Right, so you can hear the click. I mean, that's essentially the sign that we have made contact and that the breaker is in position. So all of these circuits can get tripped when we overload a circuit. So you have too many devices pulling power at the same time. Hair dryer goes in the bathtub. That's a prime example of why we want what's called overcurrent protection, where the breaker is designed to trip for safety's sake. So it's just as simple as that, right? We find the one breaker, if it's not labeled on your panel, you find the one breaker that is in the middle position, switch it fully off, and then switch it all the way back. Hear that click and you should be good to go. At that point though, what should you do next? The next step to make sure that this now is fully on, of course, you're gonna go back into that room, the kitchen, wherever those circuits have been tripped, to make sure that everything is back on, correct? What happens, Gabe, if this circuit continues to trip?
Yeah, that's when you should give us a call. Make sure that there's not too much power being drawn from this circuit. Sometimes if you have space heaters, those draw a lot of power. This is the scenario where you might need to have another dedicated plug added somewhere so that we can avoid tripping these breakers. You don't want these breakers to trip while you're out of your house, be connected to a freezer, and you come back and now all your meat's gone. So if this keeps happening, give us a call and we'll come out and fix it for you.
And more importantly, these do become a fire hazard when they're tripping, and so beyond all things, you need to have Sunglow come and take a look at this, because we want to make sure that the house is safe in all regards. So if you have any questions about any of this electrical panel work, be sure to give Sunglow a call, where we've been providing roaring great service since 1972.